this is the guy that stood up and after Martinsville and said, I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to show people how they should race. Watch me. Please, dear people coming up in racing, do not watch Austin Hill. Yeah. Do not mold your racecraft after Austin Hill.
So I went wide open, hoping for a little taste of that unknown, living in a fast car, living in a fast car days.
All right, welcome back to another edition of Checkers, Wreckers, and What the Heckers. My name is Chad Beard, and I'm a country music artist, content creator, and NASCAR super fan. Joined as always by my illustrious co-hosts. Please hold your applause until I finish introducing them. From Ohio, where mullets are legal tender and Buckeyes are pre-workout. It's the follicle phenom, with a mullet so mean it needs its own spotter. Haas Factory Team's VIP at-track coordinator and owner of the best damn hair in NASCAR. Business up front, victory lane in the back. Make some freaking noise for Rick Kojan.
Victory lane in the back.
Business up front and victory lane in the back. Well, that was at Iowa, and yes, I appreciate that. What's up, Chad? Thanks for the intro.
Nice little shout out.
Sweet, to the point, but just as heartfelt.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get to the good stuff. Come on, get this guy.
Start your engines.
Here's our guy.
Start your engines and check your DMs. This is the human green flag, the former state record holder for the fastest man in North Carolina, which explains why your girl's heart rate just tripped the rev limiter. He's Hendrick's on-site IT warlock, patches the networks, patches your marriage, and still has time to mute your sad little microphone. In a world that can go full grayscale, he shows up like a neon taco truck at a salad convention. Color, flavor, and zero apology. The best looking man in NASCAR and on this show. Buddy, he's the reason every camera operator asks for hazard pay. So say his name with your chest. Chris Justice.
Say my name, say my name.
I swear you get better looking every week. I don't know how that's possible.
Hey, listen, it's good to see you guys.
What up?
I feel like it's been a long time. It's been a while.
Yeah, because we're not on a normal night, which made it feel like we haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah, I feel like we've stretched it out a lot, and it's been longer than normal since we've seen each other in person.
There was some missing going on.
Yeah. Listen, so we got a couple of new things coming up, right, Chad? I understand we got a new sponsor.
We do.
What?
We have
What?
our
Is it Blue Moon?
It is not Blue Moon. It's even better, Rick. It's even better.
It's actually somebody who's paying us something. That is better.
Well, it's somebody who is partnering with us to help spread the word of the show and to make things bigger and better. And we could not be more excited. I think it is the perfect partnership, especially for me. You guys know, as I tell you every week, I am a country music artist. And oftentimes people say, hey, Chad, can you teach me to play guitar? Because they see me playing guitar. Well,
I'm guilty.
Can you teach me, Chad?
Well, no, but I do have a solution for you. See, the problem is I never took lessons, so I'm not a great teacher. However,
self-taught. Okay.
Yes. However, we are now proud to partner with the Chord Buddy, the
real life rock band, color coded guitar playing, music
guitar
slinging.
Playing.
Wow.
Guitar playing made simple.
CHORD Buddy. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, this thing is an absolute game changer on day one, fellas. Day one, the first time you pick up the guitar, you strap this thing on there. You can play hundreds of your favorite songs. So here's what happens. You attach the Chord Buddy to the neck of your guitar. It's color coded. You follow the color coded patterns and immediately you are playing real chords As you get more comfortable, those tabs, those color coded tabs, they pop off where those tabs were. You put your fingers. Now you're making the actual chords on your own. You are learning to play guitar in a very effective way. This thing is legit. The
Mm,
owner, Travis, he took this thing on Shark
mm.
Tank. And guess what? Got a deal. Huge deal. It
Wow.
it blew up. He has sold millions of these things all across the country. He's making guitar players out of people who have always dreamed of being guitar players. I mean, even guys like John Rich from the band Big and Rich have
Big and
endorsed this
rich.
thing. Yeah. And even the legend Dale Earnhardt Jr., we all know what a musical genius he is. Well, he bought one of these things with his own money. He's talked about this on his podcast just so he can play songs for his daughters on his guitar. And he does it with a chord buddy. So we are
Mm.
super excited to have them come on board. We have some cool activations coming up with them that we'll be announcing later on. But huge thanks for them for coming on board, for sponsoring the podcast. Super excited about it. You check out their full line of products. They don't just have the chord buddy. They also have the uke buddy. If you
Uke.
yeah, if you want to learn,
Ukulele.
yeah, if you want to learn how to
Ukulele.
play the ukulele, and for kids, a lot of times, I know when I was with my daughter, we started her on the ukulele and the mandolin, and because her hands were smaller, it's easier to learn that way. So
Mm.
a lot of times you want to start that path. So try that out. They also have their own line of guitars. All that stuff is on chordbuddy.com. Check that out. Tell
Chordbuddy.com.
them that we sent you. Chris, you own a chord buddy, right?
Listen, I came across the Chord Buddy over COVID where we we're all home bored, doing nothing, meeting neighbors, and got the Chord Buddy. Bought a guitar for Facebook Marketplace. Never used it. I ended up building Hot Rod instead, so
I
my
did
time
not
wasn't
know
wasted.
this.
But
Yeah, yeah.
now,
I have a Chord Buddy, and guess what I'm going to do?
And you have a guitar.
I have a guitar.
and we about to use
Chad.
that thing.
Chad, I think like we put him up there on stage with you and he
Listen,
does the chord buddy as you do
listen.
one of your songs.
We
One
got
thing
things
we'll
coming.
never be is scared. Let's do it.
He did come out to he did come out to the show the other night.
I
Um,
did.
Speaking of that, let's talk the weekend, fellas. I had a show this weekend. Chris, you were here in town. You came out. I
Yep.
appreciate your support there. It was a
Yes.
lot of
Thank you.
fun. A new place I'd never been to, never played. Our good friend Lindsey Bowman from RFK Racing. We were playing together at a place out in Mooresville, so close to a lot of the race shops, all that good stuff. If people are not familiar with the area, fun little spot out there, Chris. I appreciate
Listen,
you
it was
you
a
coming
good
out.
time. It was a good time, Chad. It's good to see some folks out there you hadn't seen in a while. There were some garage regulars out that come to support that didn't travel that weekend like myself. Then you had the locals mixed in. And I will tell you, walking in that place, the energy was high, the vibes were good, people was interacting, you got
That's
song
cool.
requests, and they didn't let you off the hook. They wanted to hear it. They wanted to hear it. So,
No, they
you know,
brought it, man.
they brought it.
They
Listen,
brought some requests and we
hats
weren't
off to you and
scared.
Lindsay. Yeah, hats off to you and Lindsay. You did a great job and you kept the party going. It was a good time.
I
That's cool.
appreciate it. Ricky, you were at the track this
Oh yeah,
weekend.
I had an
Yeah.
event too. It was called
Yeah.
Watkins Glen.
Yeah. How was the track? How were things with Haas this weekend?
Everything's cool. Watkins Glen is really cool. I mean, it's an OG road course track for NASCAR, right? I mean, way back in the day, they used to race out at Riverside, but the two tracks that come to mind because they were the only two road courses on the schedule for a long time was Sonoma and Watkins Glen. And I'll tell you, when you're at Watkins Glen, you get that feeling of nostalgia. They have a grandstand named after Sir Jackie Stewart. So they used to host F1 races there. They sell out the campground. It's a different kind of feel for a NASCAR race, but it's really cool.
Yeah. Super,
Yep.
super cool place. I wish I would have gotten to go with you. The plan was originally to be with Rick, but plans change, and
Yeah,
it's
we'll get it
happening.
circled back
Yeah,
up.
yeah. No, I can't wait to experience all the stuff with you guys. Um, but yeah, a fun weekend. It was chaos around here as normal, and it was my wife and I's anniversary this weekend.
Happy
So
anniversary.
yeah, thank you. I
Oh, well
appreciate that.
done.
Thank you. Another year that she kept me.
I was going to say the same thing, but I thought I was taking a shot.
No, no, it's a fact. All right, fellas. Let's waste no more time. Let's get into some three wide.
Three wide. Here we go.
Rewind. I like this part.
Yeah, it's a
All right.
good one. It's a good little segment.
Yeah. All right. Dale Jr. made some news this past week when he went on a rant on his podcast about the Gen 7 car. He blames the troubles of bad races on the car and its lack of ability to pass and called it a quote sports car. Kevin Harvick made some similar remarks on his podcast. We know NASCAR has tested multiple changes to this car, including tires, diffusers, and reportedly they are considering moving to 750 horsepower. My question to you two is there a way to fix this car so it races better on short tracks and road courses? And we will start with you, Chris.
Perfect. I think the
Nice.
best way to fix this car in all of our races is to give them maximum horsepower wherever we go.
Ooh.
What
Maximum horsepower. And this is why.
and what is maximum horsepower in your opinion?
Was it 900? I mean,
Mhm.
it's better than the 550 package we run. I mean, you got
Right.
street cars to go faster than that. Right.
Well,
So
I mean, the whole debate started because last weekend at Iowa, the ARCA cars were faster than the Cup cars.
that's what I'm saying. So you give the horsepower back, that puts the actual driving back into the driver's hands, right? You take the arrow out of it, not completely out of it, but now you just hold the gas and turn left, right? But if you have the horsepower, now you have to feather that gas, you have to maintain your tires, you have to be a driver, right? So you want to make the racing better, give the horsepower back. And those that don't want to push that loud pedal hard are going to fall to the back. And those that got a little nuts and going to let them hang a little bit are going to push that pedal harder and go to the front. Give them horsepower.
By God, Ricky.
Goodness.
I'm just saying, Rick,
Well, Kevin Harvick is entitled to his opinion. So is Dale Jr. They race cars. I don't. I will say, I know that Kyle Petty came out in opposition to what they said. I know Larry McReynolds came out in opposition to what they said. And I'm not so sure you need to fix all that much. But if you're going to fix the car, okay, yes, Chris is right. We have a 670 horsepower package and a 510. The 510 is used on Atlanta, Daytona, and Talladega so that these cars don't turn into airplanes when they get sideways. But let's just stay with the 670 because that's kind of the everywhere else package. Give him as much horsepower. I don't disagree with Chris, although I will tell you it'll come at a cost. I think I've heard from the team Robert Yates Racing, which obviously we're a Ford team, they can get to about 750 to 780 without a problem. To get to 900, you're going to get to motors that aren't going to be lasting, are going to start costing the teams money. That could be an issue for some of the smaller funded teams. I'm just saying. Okay. The two things that I think you can touch, but you can't touch them quick and easy, is you can take that 18-inch tire, the BBS, forged aluminum, and you can shorten the rim, the width from 14 and a half down to 12. And you can put a tire on there that is back about the tread patch pattern of a current Xfinity or Craftsman truck tire. That'll help you. The other thing, and I asked for this, this was not my opinion, but it was said to me that one of the biggest detractors to this car is its underbody wing. And when I say wing, The underbody of this car is completely flat, like an Indy car, Formula One car, moves to the back to where the wing is that most fans don't even look at or pay attention to. It is the diffuser with about five, six, seven strakes on the back of it that creates an enormous amount of suction downward and a lot of downforce pressure. It's been said that if it didn't have that and the cars were like the transaxles exposed, the exhaust headers were exposed, it wasn't that flat plane going to the back, you'd have less aerodynamic downforce dependency. So I'll give Chris the nod on some horsepower. I don't think we're going to get back to 900. I'd small up that rim, keep the same 18-inch, same brake force, just small up that tread patch, and maybe somewhere look down the road to expose the bottom of that car again.
Good point.
Did didn't didn't in one of the, maybe it was just a test. I don't know if they ran it at a live track situation, but didn't they test with the diffuser with taking that off at at least one or two of the short track?
I honestly don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know. I
I,
haven't been to a test in quite a while
yeah,
where they did that type of test.
Yeah, I get what
Uh,
he's saying though, right,
yeah, yeah.
Chris?
I'm
So
yeah.
it's
sure.
like leave
I'm
leave
I,
the underbody pan, but just remove the diffuser portion altogether.
maybe that was
yeah,
a test in the beginning that they was doing, trying to figure out the best package for these things.
yeah.
Um,
I feel like they ran a test maybe at Darlington or somewhere like that where they were trying to test the short track packages. Maybe early last year, and they were messing with like taking the diffuser off to see if that would help with the downforce situation, and see if that would help with the passing. Um,
What say
and
you, super fan?
I
This is always the good part.
this is the
well,
good one.
this
It
is
is.
Hold
I
your
mean,
hat, Rick. He's about to blow it
Oh,
off.
hold on.
no,
Come on, Chad, blow it up.
I'm gonna tell you that I don't know for this one. I like the
Oh,
idea of going. I like the idea of going to a smaller tire, going back to a smaller tire. That way you um maybe take some of that.
smaller
Um,
in width, but just
yeah,
keep
yeah,
the
yeah,
18-inch. Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, obviously the less surface that you're putting on the
Yep,
asphalt, the more that you're
yep,
putting in the driver's hands that,
correct.
they're going to have to figure out how to control that car.
Yep.
You're going to have to figure out how to race it. Um, I like that idea. Um,
I mean, that may
I,
come at a tremendous cost to Goodyear. I don't know, right?
Yeah, I don't
well,
know either, but like all you hear is, arrow dependent, arrow, 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 arrow. You don't
Arrow
hear driver,
blocking.
driver, driver,
Yeah,
driver
arrow
anymore.
blocking, arrow
Right. Everything's
dependent.
arrow.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
well, and apparently
That's true.
Goodyear has maxed out their ability to soften the tire based on the current tools that they have. And I think they're working to build new tools to possibly build a
But then
softer
we have a
tire.
soft tire that wore well and raced well. Was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Atlanta? Was it Atlanta? The Atlanta tire was good, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, I think we're seeing a soft, and they're going to run that soft tire this weekend at Richmond.
Right,
Um,
not the
but
Atlanta soft tire. They're going to run the option tire from last year, no longer making an option, and
Like the
right,
red
it's
and
the soft,
yellow.
just
right.
good. Right,
It's
it's
just good.
just going to be the tire.
That's the
Right,
tire you got.
Right.
there you go.
And you have drivers and you have guys who are saying like it still needs to be softer. And Goodyear has said, "Hey, we would love to be able to do that or to explore that, but with the current tool that we have, this is the softest we can go." And I don't know how that works. I don't know anything about manufacturing tires, but to your point, Rick, maybe, is it easier, or I don't know if easier is the right word. Is it more capable? Are they more capable with the tools that they currently have of going to a soft tire that's a 12-inch tire versus
Right,
an 18-inch tire? Is that something they can do without changing their tooling? Or is that something that they could look at? Is that something that NASCAR is willing to look at?
right.
Um, I don't know, how much and it seems like every time NASCAR says, "Hey, we're willing to look at something," the teams say, "Oh, well, that's going to cost us too much money." But at the same time, the teams say, "Oh, it's, you got to do something, you got to do something." So it's the pushback against each other. Like at some point, everybody's got to get on the same page and say, "Hey, we've got to make some sacrifices so the racing product gets better."
Let's
And
see
I,
what
As
happens
a
and
at
and
Rich. Let's see what
as
happens
a
at Richmond,
as a
right?
yeah,
fan
Because
and as a viewer, I would rather to watch these cars run out of tire and they have to manage tire sets before we run out of gas.
100%. And that's
yeah,
the hard part is I feel like almost every race now is it's a fuel strategy race.
Not a
And
tire
and
strategy.
yeah, and I don't mind a fuel strategy race once in a while, but I don't want every race to be that. I don't want Talladega and Daytona to be that, which they've turned into. I don't want Atlanta to be that. I don't, you know, like if it's the same thing every week, just at a different track. I mean, again, you're not, that's not a competitive or compelling product. And you have,
Imagine the race if you had low fuel count, which we've had, and a whole bunch of tire fall off.
yeah,
listen, you saw how people went crazy with the
yeah.
anomaly that the Bristol race was last year and how those drivers were having to figure out how to make that last. And
Correct.
you saw those veteran guys who knew how to handle, a tire
Yeah,
that made it last.
Hamlin did it
They
in that
took him to
Yeah.
race.
school.
Yep.
They took
Yeah.
him to school.
Meanwhile, that you had the teams of these other guys going, "Hey, we need more tires. We're going to run out of tires. We're going to,"
Yeah.
and NASCAR ended up giving them an extra set. But um, that is much more compelling to me than, how long do we have to set on pit road to get this car full because, we've already changed four tires because we can change four tires in 9 seconds now, but it takes 13 seconds to fuel the car completely.
Yep.
Um,
I agree. I agree. It's got to be that
so
happy medium, right?
and I'm no mechanic by any means. I'm no engineer by any means. This was one I'm literally deferring to you guys. You guys work in the shops, and I don't know. I just hope that they, you know, again, I know this sport costs lots of money. It costs lots of money for the teams. It costs lots of money for NASCAR. But again, like we've talked about multiple times, you just signed a $9 billion deal.
No,
You're
7.7.
I'm sorry,
It's okay.
$7 billion
Just
deal.
just
Um,
keeping us accurate.
um, and
We got fact checkers
you're
out there.
you're selling tickets, you're selling merch, you're selling, you're bringing sponsorship, you're bringing ads, you're all this stuff. Like,
Infields are sold out.
yeah, but how long are they going to be that way if the racing does not stay competitive? And the
True.
product is not what it could be. Um, and I don't, I'm not one of these guys who is coming to beat up on NASCAR or beat up on the teams or any of those things. Like I love this sport and I want this sport to succeed and I want it to go back to its 90s heyday of when every friggin' racetrack was sold out every weekend. Um, so that, just let's put our best foot forward. So, if we're able to put out a great product, you're going to make more money. Put the money in so that you make more money in the long run, so that your TV deal does go to 9 billion or 10 billion or whatever it is. So, anyways,
Give us a three wide question that you can participate in. I didn't
all
like
right.
that you couldn't participate.
Well, let's
Right?
let's yeah.
The
So,
show's not the show without Chad. What do you
well,
got? Come on,
all right.
Superfan.
So this next question. So Kyle Larson this past week was a guest on Julian Edelman's Games with Names podcast. And he made the comment, he said that the movie Talladega Nights, The Legend of Ricky Bobby, did not do anything good for our sport, and it
Oh
turned it
man.
into a joke, which he caught some flack for. So my question to you guys is, if you what is a fictional movie, not a documentary, a fictional movie you think brings fans to NASCAR? And we'll start with you, Ricky.
Oh, I get to go first?
Yeah,
You're
it's in
up.
the show notes.
Don't do that. Um, did Mr. Well, first of all, I didn't even know Larson was on Edelman's whatever. I mean, Chris,
Yeah.
you work for Hendrick. Were you aware of this?
Yeah, but I don't keep up with
It
them
was
guys like
also
that there.
all over social media. It
All right.
became a
Well,
No.
yeah.
he
Well,
made
yeah.
he made multiple
Yeah,
comments
I
about
didn't pay
multiple
attention.
things.
I'm
Yeah.
all over social media as
Yeah.
well. But anyway, I digress. Quick question before I give my answer. Did he offer a opinion that he thought was better?
He did.
Oh, he
But I'm not
did.
gonna yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to give you the ones that come to my mind, and it's not in any particular order. Um, I 100%. I think my screen name says Ricky Bobby, so y'all better pay homage to Ricky Bobby and how hilarious and awesome that movie was. I can still watch it to this day with Will Ferrell. Amazing. Did nothing bad for the sport. I disagree with you 100%, Kyle Larson. Um, Days of Thunder comes up. Days of Thunder, I cringe when I watch it. It's a little, I feel like the reason Ricky Bobby succeeds is because you know it's humorous going in. Days of Thunder fails me because it's not meant to be a hilarious fictional movie. It's meant to be like this movie about NASCAR. And I mean, the spinning out and being on the same lap, and I'm going to put him in the wall and blah, 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 blah. Okay. But listen, people watched. Okay. The third one I'm going to give you, and that's kind of a top three, but there's no particular line, may surprise you, is Cars. And the reason I'm going to give you Cars is because it stretched the sport to the younger generation beyond my old ass. And the majority of the NASCAR fan base, I think, is aging out. So I want to give, I think that's Disney, Pixar, whatever.
Yeah,
Give them
Pixar.
credit for making a Cars 1, a Cars 2, and a Cars 3. I could go back in time and give you a couple other older NASCAR movies. I'll just maybe, I don't know, an honorable mention to Stroker Race or Grease Lightning, where Richard Pryor did a, tip of the cap to Wendell Scott. But most people are going to be like, what's that movie? What are you talking about? Were there phone booths back then? Because Rick's old. So let's forget those. You got my top three. What do you got?
So I had Grease Lightning as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Grease Lightning as well. And also like the Cars thing is a good one. I didn't have Cars. I had Days of Thunder. And to your point, Days of Thunder is like Top Gun, right? Like it wasn't very humorous. It was more, structured and serious. And when we were at Stewart Haas and we ran that Wonder Bread car in the 41,
Hell yeah.
it was out fucking standing.
And the matching Old Spice with
Correct.
Chase Briscoe.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yes.
I remember talking to that girl who was one of the lady, whatever.
It was
one of the
a
executives.
fan favorite at Talladega.
Yes.
Yes. So Larson can suck it on that one.
Yeah, first of all, I
It's
completely
justice.
disagree with Larson too. I mean, I think you see so many people still at races
Wearing the Wonder Bread outfits.
wearing all
The
the
entire
stuff.
fire suit.
Yes, absolutely. Like, and if you can't say the movie did nothing good for the sport because it made people watch the sport, people who never would have even thought about the sport, even if they thought it was a joke, they at least gave it a shot.
Right.
Yep.
I don't care what it is. I used to say the same thing about country music when people are like, oh, that's not country. Oh, that's not country. I'm like, well, I'm glad you're the authority on what's country and what's not. But the thing is, almost every one of those people who come in with this new country, or at the time it was bro country or whatever, like they come in and that's what they come in on. But then they fall in love with everything else. And I feel like that NASCAR is the same way with movies like that. You bring them in with whatever,
Yep.
and if your stuff is good enough, they stay.
Right. They explore. They
Right.
get in there and they hit the
Yeah.
Yeah.
streets. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
My pick was Cars. I was gonna say Cars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That
I
was
like when you and I line up. Usually I line up
yeah.
with Justice, but I lined up with
Uh,
the super fan.
well, I think I mean I love Days of Thunder. I love Talladega Nights. I love all those. But I thought Cars was um the way that Disney did that. Then they brought in, they brought in Daryl Waltrip and they brought
All
in
those
Jeff Gordon
character
and,
cars.
and
Yeah, it was awesome.
Dale Jr. and all those guys voiced
Yep.
those things. Like it was so cool. And it did broaden the audience. And still today, to your point, like there's still people who find NASCAR. And even if you go to the Hall of Fame, in
Yeah.
Charlotte,
Mhm.
I think it's still there. Like there's one of those cars there. And you see it a lot of time at the track, the activation with those things. Like and kids still get excited about it. Um, and I would love to see more movies, animations, whatever
Yeah.
the title for that is,
The
like
mega
that.
company that Disney is paid attention to our sport and made three three movies, Cars 1, 2, and 3, about our sport. Like
And
that's
and
fantastic.
dove
And they did
into it and
well.
embraced it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
didn't
All about it.
just and it wasn't just it again they came in and they pulled real people and real history
Yeah.
into a cartoon. So
Right.
that was cool. So
Killer.
yep, that's gonna wrap up our three wide segment.
I feel like that was a good three wide.
That was
Yeah.
a good one.
Like it.
Good
All
job,
right,
Chad.
let's get into some checkers, wreckers, and what the heckers.
Checkers, wreckers, and what the heckers.
What the?
Let's hope this is as good.
Yeah, we'll see. Feel like we're probably gonna have lots of matching things here. Let's talk trucks.
Trucks is up.
Yeah, so I did not get to watch Trucks live, and
Oh,
Chris watched pieces
what?
of Trucks live. But so they were going on while I was playing my show, and Chris was there, and it was so funny because I walked off stage and I walked over to talk to Chris, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on with the truck race?" And he's like, it's chaos, but at least Corey Haim didn't win. I was like, who won? He goes, I don't know, but it wasn't Corey Haim. So I'll pull up the app and it says,
Wow.
it says winner Corey Haim. I was like, Corey Haim did win the race. And he's like, mother.
I was just gonna say
I was
because
like,
I
I was like,
actually
apparently
watched
you
it.
missed something.
Yeah,
So
I missed it.
then
I missed it. I missed the second to two extra overtimes. What I
And I was
missed.
just gonna tell
Yeah.
you, same
Yeah.
story, second chapter, same verse. Come on, let's move on.
All right. Well, let's dive into some trucks at Watkins Glen. Chris, you were up first for checkers.
So I have to give respect where respect is due, and it's Heim time. I was wrong at the event the other night. It's Heim time, and Heim wins in triple overtime, which obviously in Heim fashion, you got to be there at the end to win it. And he has shown week in and week out that he is the truck to beat, regardless of the situation.
Yeah, he got my checkers as well.
Yeah.
Triple overtime on Friday. He picked up his sixth win of the year, fourth straight road course win, and he is the youngest driver to reach 17 truck wins. He held off Daniel Hemrick and Gio Ruggiero at the line to grab that win. Checkers to Corey Haim. Ricky?
Really.
I'm just giving you the option if you want to jump in.
Corey Haim, he's got 45 playoff points. Are we going to keep talking about trucks every week until we get to the championship and go, Corey Haim? In fact, I'll do what I did last week. I'll take Corey Haim. I'll give you guys the field for $100 a piece. Done. Move on.
Listen though, I will say this about the truck series right now.
Lane rigs.
No, there's some of the most interesting things in all the sport, especially for as quiet as the Cup silly season is. Man, the silly season in trucks is wild. You have teams who are dropping playoff drivers, releasing them from their contracts. You have a playoff driver who is injured. Now that other playoff driver is going in his truck to finish the year. You have another team. You have Spire who just released a driver 2 days ago. Now they're not going to field that truck anymore, and they're going to transfer those points for Corey LaJoy to finish out the
Perez.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Perez.
they let go Perez. Now Corey LaJoy is going to pick up those points and try to run those for owners' points. Um, it's it's wild in the truck series right now. So it's if you're looking for entertainment or off track drama, or if you're looking to
Or
spend a
knowing who's going to win, then look no farther than the Truck Series.
well, I mean,
Oh,
again,
sorry, that was, did I say
it
that
did
out loud?
You did.
I
it
said
didn't
that.
look like
Sorry.
it was going to be who won, but an
Yeah.
hour into the 3 overtime victory, he did.
Okay.
My wreckers for the truck series was Christopher Bell was leading with 1 lap to go. A caution flag comes out. Ben Rhodes has an issue which just tanked Christopher Bell's strategy. He was playing a fuel gamble. It forced the overtime, and Bell had to stop. Bell was in Stuart Friesen's truck
That's the key.
for
Right.
this week, which
That's
looked
the
like it
key.
was going to be a really
Feel
cool
good.
thing
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
Another
That's the
headline.
Wreckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Wreckers
for that whole deal. So
for sure.
looked like it was going to be a cool storyline there, and that
Yep.
gets wrecked with 1 to go when Ben Rhodes causes the caution. That's my wreckers, Chris.
I had my records early on before that. End of stage 2. You had some strategy playing out as well. When Jack Wood slams into the S's right there before the stage ends, which also gives some guys new strategy and a new pit stop, layout for going into the stage 3.
Yeah, that's also about the same time as Rick's boy Zillage hit the sand trap.
He was punted. He didn't hit it of his own volition.
No,
You
I
can look
did-
up the word
yes.
volition. Yeah, he was punted, but
Yes.
go ahead.
All right, let's talk some
no
heckers.
reason to get nasty.
I'm not getting nasty. Let's talk some heckers, Chris.
I got the Ruggiero and Rhodes situation when they stay out on old tires there. And for me, it's like, what the heck? Why are we staying out stage 1? You staying out already? I didn't see the point in that.
Yeah. My heckers, I'm sorry, also goes to Ben Rhodes, but it is because after the race, he was disqualified for a safety penalty for an improperly installed rear axle that separated during the event. That's what caused the caution. So they now have a crew member that's suspended for Richmond, but improperly installed rear axle that separated during the event.
That's a weird one. Like, how
yeah.
do you go?
I didn't even know that, Chris.
How do you go through the weekend with a improperly installed?
Kudos
Right,
to
like-
Superfan.
That doesn't make sense of getting a penalty and a suspension for something that you practice and qualified on.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I do want to just mention quickly though, Ham gets that win, but in that field, you had Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, Connor Zillage, Sammy Smith, and Parker Klingerman. Like
Wow.
that field was stacked with
Good.
non-truck regulars.
But
That's a good data point. That's a good data point.
But didn't Bush get out early? Like, he was a non-factor early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a
Oh, I mean,
mess, yeah.
Kyle's steering box broke on lap 5.
Yeah, he was done early.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
No,
like
from the start.
still,
I get it. That's a good data point.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've got all these Cup guys and Xfinity guys who are racing down in trucks. You got some guys who are, road course specialists, and still you have Corey Heim, who comes out victorious, granted with some help with 3 overtimes.
But you still
But
got to be there to capitalize, right?
yeah, I mean, and again, he just somehow manages to do it every single time. All right, let's get into some Xfinity. Rick, you're up for checkers.
Really? I
Really?
feel like I've let off all the segments, and I thank you for that. Now, I know nobody's going to see this coming. Like, it's going to come as total shock and surprise. Look
What
at
we got?
Chad smiling and smirking. My checkers goes to this kid. What is his name? What is his Connor? Oh, Zillich. Yeah, this guy named Connor Zillich. This guy named Connor Zillich. Listen, like, I don't care how repetitive this gets, and I don't care if I get nasty comments on social media because you people can be mean. Guy goes and leads 60 laps, right? It's his 7th 60 of, I think they ran 82 laps. You could do the percentage math on that. His 7th win overall, like I think for career,
Yes.
6th win though this year. Okay,
Yep.
6th win. 12 top fives, I'm thinking. Like 6. You can
Big
fact check
stats.
me on this. 6 stage wins. And let me point out, he had a 6-second lead on the field. He was murdering them until stage 2 came and ended and bunched the field back up. He might have won by 2 seconds. Easy checkers. Connor Zillich.
Chris?
And well, I didn't watch a lot of the race, so I don't have a lot to comment on this section.
But what you did watch, you saw Connor Zillich out front, but
He was dominating.
thank you.
That's why I was so strong in my opinion when I got to watch Chad there, because he was like 8th or 9th, top 10 still, and I didn't realize he had won. So there we are.
Super fan?
Yeah, Zillage gets my
Just
checkers.
say the name. Say the name.
Yeah.
There you go.
He gets my checkers too. Rick, do you know
What?
the last race that Connor Zillage did not lead a lap?
Mm.
Atlanta?
No. He didn't lead a lap because he missed the race. That is the last time.
injury.
That's the last time
injury.
this kid has not led a lap. For
The back
12
injury.
straight, 12
Nice job.
straight races, this
Really?
kid has led a lap. At
Really?
least
Good data
one.
point.
Yes.
Wow.
That's
that kid's
how
impressive.
that's how dominant. It doesn't matter which track we've been to, it doesn't matter which kind of track we've been to. This kid has been up front leading every single race, not miss one opportunity since he has returned from injury. Gets injured at Talladega.
Where
Misses
did he
the race.
Oh, thank you. I was going to say,
Yeah.
where did he take that hit? Because NASCAR fans were doing you don't need a caution. It's like he hit that
Oh my gosh.
inner
Yeah.
safer barrier so hard.
100%.
Absolutely needed a caution.
100% should have been a
Yeah.
caution.
Okay.
So is it
That's
safe
a
to say
great
this
one.
kid is generational right here? Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
a safe
It's-
assessment?
Oh yeah, generational talent. Come
Listen,
on.
this kid is
Come on.
next level.
Keep
All
it
right,
up.
wreckers, Chris.
Wreck it up.
I don't have one. I need help here, boys. I need
All
help.
right,
Leave
I'm
me
in.
alone.
Let me help
Plug
you.
in. Go, Chris. Go, Chad. Chris ain't got it.
My
I ain't got it.
wreckers. Let me help you with 2 words.
Help me.
Austin Hill. This guy. Listen,
Come out.
He wanted to fill up for 45
I
minutes, didn't
love you, Chad
Listen.
Bearden.
I love an aggressive racer. I love bold moves. What I do not love is pissed off racing. This guy just goes out there pissed off with a point to prove, just dumping people left and right. I mean, he goes out there on the restart and the 88 car just braces because he knows it's coming, and the 21 just wipes him out, spins him around.
Absolutely moved him.
Thank,
Didn't wipe him out technically, but
no, but
he? He moved him for the
had-
lead.
But had
Absolutely moved him.
listen, had Connor not backed up in that corner, slowed down, knowing it was coming,
Yep.
he would have been punted into that corner. So
Turn
then,
one. Yep.
yeah. So then we go on, and he's racing with Michael McDowell, and listen, do I think he intentionally wrecked McDowell? No. Do I think he intentionally made a very aggressive move in a place where he knew and that McDowell had no way of knowing he was there? 100%. The only thing, listen, he put himself in a position where McDowell either had to lift and let him in or get wrecked. And there was no way for McDowell to know that he had to lift and let him in. And McDowell got absolutely obliterated. His wheel came off, took out another car. You took out half the field.
Caused a
Listen,
New York City style pileup on the straight section of the track between the carousel and turn 6.
Listen,
They had
Hello?
the red flag. They had the red flag, right?
Hello?
Red
listen,
flag for like 40
yes.
minutes.
Listen,
Come on, man. What are we doing?
listen, here's my thing.
What are we doing?
With all the things that people have said about Ross Chastain and about Carson Hocevar, never one time do I recall both those guys are aggressive. Both those guys go out there and they make aggressive moves and big moves and sometimes dumb moves, but they're not driving pissed off. They're not there. There's two different mentalities. Never do I think there's been one of those times when either Chastain or Hocevar has gone out there pissed off, with the exception of when Hocevar at Nashville last year dumped the 21 car under caution. Under caution, dumb move.
Yeah.
Anyways, again, but that's a different thing. This guy, he comes off a suspension where you sat a race.
Learned nothing.
He comes back. He does
No
his
lesson learned.
He does his interviews. He shows zero remorse in any interviews.
None.
He says, "I will not let up. I will not stop. I will drive the same as I always have. I'm an aggressive driver. I'm going to be an aggressive driver. Watch me do it," and goes out there and wrecks the goddamn field.
Oof.
Thank God Michael McDowell was able to walk away from that. Thank God safety is what it is, because that was a hellacious wreck.
They had to fix the
point.
safety barrier, didn't they? They had to
Yes.
bring the welders out.
But
Yeah, I was cussing them out just for that. We're under red flag for close to 38, 48 minutes because they killed the Armico.
I mean,
Armico.
a wheel went through the 48's windshield. I mean, we are lucky people did not get hurt. At what point? And again, with this, he doesn't care that you took away the 21 playoff points. He doesn't care that he can't earn any more playoff points, because he knows he's in a machine that can go out and win. And if it can't, he'll wreck anybody on the way to get to the win.
Right.
He doesn't care. He's not going to stop. I mean, again, I love aggressive driving. I love drivers who will go make big moves, but I do not love pissed off driving, and I do not love stupidity. And that is what we are seeing out of Austin Hill. He's out there like he's got a point to prove, and he's playing with people's lives and their safety. And I mean, you Michael McDowell of all people, like, I mean, one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet in the garage, and who will race people as clean as anybody else on the track.
True.
Like, again, is your goal to have no friends on the track? I mean, he'll wreck Jesse Love. He's proven it.
Listen, it's hard to win championships with no friends.
This guy is my wreckers. Ricky?
I have absolutely nothing to add. You kind of read my notes. You're inside my head. I co-sign everything you just said. I will only add that they call him Big Country. They ought to just call him a bully. That's it. Move on.
Yeah.
He's a bully with a 3,400-pound weapon in both his hands.
And that's the thing. He's the fact that he has no remorse, no,
None.
no responsibility. He feels no responsibility for that weapon in his hand. He feels no responsibility for those guys around him, their safety, their lives, their families. Like, what stops this guy? And Timmy, our iRacing guy, was texting me during the race, and again, these are kids who are watching this. Who,
Right.
This is the guy that stood up and after Martinsville and said, "I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to show people how they should race. Watch me." Please, dear people coming up in racing, do not watch Austin Hill. Do not mold your racecraft after Austin Hill. But Timmy texts me, says, "Do you think RCR will get rid of him after this?" I said, no, zero chance.
Chance.
You know why?
No,
because
not a chance.
Number one, that's how RCR likes to race.
Yeah.
Like they want hard-nosed racing.
And
I don't know
he
that
brings Bennett Transportation to that deal too.
I said he's fully funded with a B2B partnership that completely funds him. And he's the only guy winning at RCR. He's going nowhere. Kyle Busch is not winning. Austin Dillon's not winning. Jesse Love got a win earlier this year, but then has done nothing. He got a disqualification at Rockingham. So you're putting all your eggs in the Austin Hill basket right now. And he's showing that he can do as he pleases. Anyways.
Bravo, Chad. Chris, I feel this is another one. I hope the podcast, like followers, we have 10, we have 100, I don't know. I hope they start to recognize these Dr. Phil couch moments.
Listen, he was waiting all night for that.
That was a Dr. Phil couch moment for our man, Chad.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
All right. Well,
good job.
My heckers. Oh my gosh. This guy wins the race. Climbs up on his car and falls on his head. Thank God this kid is a 19-year-old world-class athlete. Had that been me,
he's like a Gumby. If that was me, I'd be paralyzed.
Oh, that's dude, I cannot. I mean, again, a broken collarbone is a serious thing, but apparently not as serious for this guy because he
already had surgery and they put plates in and put that all back together. So he'll be back in the car in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, this. First of all, this kid is an incredible talent. He's proven that over and over again. Hated to see that was freaking scary. I've never seen anything like that. The broadcast
TV caught on all the cameras.
Also, and while we're talking about this, I know we talked about this before at I told you guys this at Chicago when SVG won the race at Chicago. They didn't do a front stretch interview. Same thing this time at Watkins Glen. There was no front stretch interview, but they acknowledged it this time on the broadcast. And that Connor gets out, he gets the flag. They said, we're going to send somebody down there to tell him that we're not going to interview him on the front stretch. We'll interview him in victory lane. Like, I don't if that's going to be the case, why? And this is two different TV partners, right? This is the second. No, it's still the CW because it's still Xfinity.
This is CW all year.
No,
but they had three different parties running out of the same equipment all weekend, right?
Yeah, so I just don't if that's going to be the case, if you're going to say on road courses, we're not going to interview the driver on the front stretch, like, why is that not mentioned in the driver's meeting? Like, do your burnout and then just drive to victory lane and we don't have to do this awkward TV moment. Like, it's so weird and so awkward. I felt bad for SVG when it was him. I felt bad for Connor Zillage because they get out, they do the whole thing, they take their stuff off and they're looking around like, I'm supposed to talk to somebody, right? And there's nobody there. And again, they didn't even acknowledge it in Chicago. This time they acknowledge it, say, we'll send somebody down to let him know. Why did you not let somebody know beforehand? I don't understand. Like, you can send the camera guy down, so why can't you send the reporter down with a microphone? I understand resources are stretched then at a road course, but
It's
again, if
another.
that's not going to be the
There's another
plan,
moment, Ricky. Another
It
moment.
is. It is.
That was two in a row.
It is. It is.
well,
It's very.
anyways, who's up next on this on the Heckers?
Hey, that was Ricky's
Read
up
your show
next.
notes.
Ricky, you're up next. Jesus. I had to find my show notes.
Read your show notes, Chad Bearden. Boy, it's not often I get to do that, Justice.
Yeah, you got him back. Where's the
Attaboy.
notes?
Attaboy.
So we agree again on the what the heckers, but I took it a step further because two things happened in the aftermath. One in the Zilich accident in Victory Lane, and one in the Hill accident on track. Regarding Hill, the clamor came that this was a byproduct of the tracks need track limits. He was out there too far. Let's remember, he hooked McDowell in the left rear. That's driver's side rear. So, I mean, he was basically in a spot where the simple solution would have been just breathe the accelerator, okay, and you'll fall in line behind him. But instead, we all know what happened. We went through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what's pissing me off about that, and it happened after the Zilich thing, terrible accident, right? We're going to make a rule. We're going to make a rule. That's like the new NASCAR fan thing. Like, well, you think they're going to make a rule and have track limits so that, Hill shouldn't have been out there that far to begin with? Oh, you think they're going to make a rule and not let NASCAR drivers celebrate and step on the door ledge and get up on the hood? Just stop. Okay.
It doesn't matter because I just gave him the waiver for it.
Just stop. We're not going to make rules. Okay. It's like every time this happens, oh, make a rule, make a rule. So that's what pisses me off. This thing was a terrible accident. I listened to him several times post. He was at the race the very next day. I mean, so talk about a kid who's just owning it. And he's like, look, I'm back here. It happened. Yeah, very embarrassing, but we don't need a rule. If you want to send a team member up behind when next time Sam Mayer if he gets up on his car after that Iowa win, like, I'll do it. Okay. But don't make a rule. Let people celebrate. Stop it with this. Oh, we're going to make a rule. We're going to make a rule. That's it.
I had the same thing, Rick. You read my mind. The rules. The whole thing was gone. Now we had to have a rule. Were they going to stop celebrations? Like, no, you're not going to stop celebrations. That's part of the deal. Right? Yeah. You don't go to Victory Lane just to get out and high five. You celebrate. You stand on the door ledge. You pour beer, soda, water, whatever you got, depending on your age.
Red Bull.
And that's what you do.
Case. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't make a rule for that.
Thank you.
It's like taking touchdown celebrations out.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. That's part of it. That's part of the ticket sale.
And guess what? If
they tried that and they put it back.
If somebody got hurt in an NFL touchdown celebration, sprained this, pulled that, something, you don't got to make a rule.
No.
Okay. Accidents happen. It's okay. Yeah. Just relax with the rules.
I'm with you on that one. I had the same thing.
All right. Well, let's get into some Cup. Chris, you're up first for checkers.
He's ready for this one.
This is a no-brainer here. This is definitely a no-brainer. Welcome to the school of SVG road course racing. The man, the myth, the legend has got this shit figured all the way out. This is a home run out of the park. I don't care what race you didn't watch or heard about. This guy put on the clinic for not the first time, second time, third time, but the fourth time, number 4, put on the clinic, won by over 10 seconds. So
11.2 to be exact, but who's counting? Go ahead.
I mean, the last one was 17, so I guess they did do a better job this weekend, huh? Just saying. SVG. Shout out to Trackhouse and SVG.
Ricky.
Me? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I love this part of the show. Just stop. Stop, NASCAR fan. Stop hating on this guy, okay? I don't want to hear this bullshit about, road course. He should win on short tracks and on ovals to qualify for the playoffs. Back. Listen, he's straight up taking him to the woodshed. Okay.
Got him every time.
4 straight wins. I think it's his 5th career win, all of which have come on road courses, which ties a record. You can look it up. I already did. By the legendary Dan Gurney. He deserves to be in the playoffs as much as anyone else. It's time to just shut it, embrace his talent, his brilliance, and his excellence. I'm going to tell you this right now. If I raced Chris Justice in the 16 years, he was the fastest freaking man in North Carolina at Wake Forest. Want to know what happened? I'd have lost 16 straight times. Don't whine about it. He's just better. That's it.
That's it.
Oh, that was exciting.
He's the man. Listen,
God,
hats
I
off
was
to
waiting
him.
like a caged cat for that one. And by the way, I think I want to bet, but we could talk. I don't know if we're allowed to talk.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Show.
That's coming up, Rick. That's coming up.
Cool. All right, good.
We
Go
lost.
ahead.
You won.
All right.
What do you got, super fan? Who you got? Kyle Busch?
Done.
No. My checkers also goes to SVG. I say,
This is you giving me a big hug. This is you, Chad. I'm getting a big hug. Look at that.
listen, I say week after week that exceptionalism should be celebrated.
Mm,
And I stand by that.
come on.
He's standing
He's-
on business.
As of
Come
right
on.
now, he is seated 3rd in playoff points.
Come on.
It's his 4th straight road course win.
Check.
He has the most wins ever by a rookie driver.
Come on.
Check.
But here is the thing for me that makes SVG scary. I'm going to go a little bit homer here, Rick. Be patient with me for a minute.
Hold on. I appreciate that. Let me put the seatbelt on.
All right. As an
Buckled in.
Alabama fan,
Mm.
I find it insanely lucky that I got to live through a time where I got to see Nick Saban coach. Greatest of all time, right? What does that have to do with SVG? Got it? I'm going to get there. The thing I love about Nick Saban is he would win these huge games, championships, whatever it was. His response every time after he would win, he would say, "It was great to win. Here's what we need to do to improve. Here's the things that we must do to get better. Here's what I need to do as a coach to help my team." The guy could be on a stage accepting a national championship trophy with confetti falling all around him, and he's focused forward. How do we get better? Every single time SVG climbs out of this car, he gets out and he does what Nick Saban says. He acts like he's been there before. He says, "I did what I was supposed to do. I did the thing that I was supposed to do. Now I'm focused on doing the things that I need to get better at doing." He acknowledges, "I'm not great at ovals, but I'm working on it." The scary thing is he's not that far off. He's improving. He's a rookie. I understand that the guy has tons of racing in supercars,
Yeah, that's totally different though.
Yeah, for sure.
but this guy is a rookie. People would not be saying this about any other rookie. I don't think if this were Connor Zillage, people would be talking about him the way they're talking about SVG. This guy is so close to figuring this thing out on the ovals. He is improving every week that he is going to be, not this year probably, but he is going to be a legitimate championship contender. The only downfall for him is he's starting it out at 36 years old.
What did he say when he got
Um,
out the car? He's like, he needed a new challenge,
yeah,
right?
no,
The super, it was boring. He got bored. He needed something fresh and something else to push him.
but they better get ready because he's coming. This guy
Mm.
has talent as a race car driver, not just a road course driver. He is a race car driver, and he is a rookie in this series who is third in playoff points. He's a rookie in this series who's won 4 times this year, who is used the system that we have to put himself in a position where he can win a championship. And if things fall the right way, I mean, he has so many playoff points right now that there's a chance he could advance through the first round on points.
Yeah, he's done
Yeah.
You
good for
get it,
himself.
you get into the second round and you have a
The
Roval,
Rovals in there.
Roval in the
Mhm.
second round.
Yep.
He could very well win that, lock himself into the third round,
It'd be a round of 8. Yeah.
and with a chance to make a deep run at this. So guys, better be ready. So that was my
Thank you, Chad.
long-winded
Thank you, Chad.
SVG checkers.
Thank you,
You're
Chad.
welcome, Rick. Let's move on to some wreckers. And Rick, you are up first.
Well, thank you. Mine is I don't know. Is anybody else noticing? And everybody knows I love Chris Justice to death, but is anybody else noticing my wreckers is Kyle Larson? Um, listen, you finished dead last at the Glen. You're 5 laps in. Chris probably knows more than me because he's under the mega ivory tower over there on Bruton Smith Boulevard. Brake issues. It's been 12 races since he won at Kansas. In that time, he's had 2 top 5s, and I know people are going to hail me because I think he's third or fourth in points. He might be third because I think Bell is fourth, Byron's first.
Yeah, he's third in points.
Who's second? Elliott's second. So the
Elliott's
Hendrick
second.
guys are, yeah, the Hendrick guys are like 1, 2, and 3 in points. So it's like, Rick, shut up. What are you talking about? 5 finishes a 30th or worse. I believe he spun out when he was leading the Coke 600. I had to think back a bit because it seems like forever since that whole shindig went down on the double. I don't know. It just, and I know some people are like, he hasn't been the same since he ran the double. I don't think the double had anything to do with it. I just think it's a weird little slump. And I only call it a slump because he's such a superstar. And prior to this, in any other year, you'd say, and this could be a good podcast question going forward. Who's the favorite in the Cup playoffs?
Oh, good question. Ask the fans. Who's the favorite? Chime in.
That'd be a good, like, who?
Yeah.
I don't really even feel as close as we are to the sport where it would easily say Larson, whether or not he made the Final Four to win it. It's not him this year. So my record is Kyle Larson.
That's
Yeah,
a pretty good one.
And
He's
just
been missing.
so you know, he is listed in fourth place in the points.
Oh, so
But-
Bell's fifth.
No, well, so he and Bell are actually tied for points at 727 in points, but
Thank you.
Larson has more playoff points.
Okay.
So he has
But they're
20
essentially
Yeah.
the same. They're
Yes.
okay. That makes sense because Chase is second, and okay. So
Um,
again, I get it.
and
I
Denny's
understand
third,
he's not running 30th in points like
Right.
names we won't mention, but I don't know. That's what it felt like to me that he got my records. Plus, it was fresh in my mind because it was such a ugly showing at the Glen.
Yeah, he was out of the mix kind of early with brake issues.
But he, in true Larson fashion, did come back out and pick up a playoff point for running the fastest lap.
Yep, and that's like the second time he's done that, and
Second, yep.
people have issues about that. It's like, so what?
I mean, I think it's a smart move on their part. If
Yeah,
that's
it's
all you can do to
fine.
capitalize on the day.
And
cut the
listen, they
playoff
probably tweak up the shocks. They fill them tires full of balloon with air because they don't care about their longevity. And he goes out and he hammers a fast lap. Listen,
Smart.
if that's your consolation prize or your participation award for stinking up the show at the Glen, enjoy your point.
Yeah.
Listen.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you got?
My wreckers is Ty Gibbs.
Know where you're going here, brother. Bring it on.
This
You don't even need
guy,
the Dr. Phil couch for this one. Come on
this
with
guy has been underperforming since he's climbed into that cup car. He holds the record for the longest tenure driver at JGR without a win.
it.
If he were anyone else, he would have been replaced at this point.
You're
Let
fired.
let me remind you, they replaced Joey Logano. They replaced Daniel Suarez. They replaced Eric Jones. And now you have a 22-year-old kid with exactly 0 Cup wins, with about 4 years total combined racing experience, who has decided he's going to challenge his crew chief over the radio, dog cuss him, tell him his strategy is wrong. I mean, guys, you think about this. Right now, Ty Gibbs is listed as the owner of one of those Xfinity cars. He's listed as the owner of the 54 Xfinity car.
He is?
Yes. Yes. This year they listed him as the owner of that car. So,
that.
Joe Gibbs is 88 years old. At some point, God forbid, something is going to happen to Joe Gibbs, and Ty Gibbs is going to drastically be given a more prominent stake in that race team. If this is a glimpse into the future of JGR, it's scary. And he is wrecking not only his own career right now, because that's not, never are you going to get wins that way. Like, again, you're a 22-year-old kid who's been racing a total of about 4 years, including, yes, you won an Xfinity Series championship
title
in your second year. What, he raced 1 year of ARCA, 2 years of Xfinity, and then this is his second year of Cup. So, sorry, 5 years total racing experience. And this kid is taking on a guy who was a car chief for Kyle Busch's championship. He's been in the garage in a leadership role since 2017.
Yeah.
Like, and hey, all props to the crew chief for giving him, Tyler Allen for handing it right back to him and saying, hey, I guess you've got it all figured out down there in the car. If you want to call the race from the seat, you go ahead, buddy. But you should probably focus on driving.
Was that Tyler Allen that did it, or was it their comp director who was also on the radio?
Yeah, I think Chris Gabehart also got on the radio.
Yeah, I think Tyler Allen said the first tidbit.
Yeah.
But then I think that kind of hammer comment came from Gabehart, just to be clear.
Which is the last guy that you want to mess with. I mean, this is a guy who spent years as Denny Hamlin's crew chief.
Yeah.
And
proven.
He's got the authority, because Tyler Allen's new to that role this year. Gabehart's got the authority to wield that hammer and end that conversation, which is, I believe, we've all listened to the audio. It ended after that.
It was done. Silence.
Yeah. That was the end of that. That was the end of that conversation.
But guess what? Where was he at the end of the race? Still not a factor. Like,
I don't know where he finished.
Listen, bro, if you think those are the things that's going to make your team better, if that's your leadership style, because like it or not, your name's on the building, bro.
Well, his mother is in line. She's listed as the president, right? Underneath.
Yeah, but his father passed away right after his championship.
I know.
Yeah, his father was, I mean, obviously before he passed. So I don't know exactly how that succession is going to look now, but sooner or later,
Yeah,
Again,
JD's gone, Coy's gone.
right.
I really think the mom, I'm forgetting her name, is listed as the president.
But again, you're however that is listed on paper, right?
Yep. Yep.
When God forbid that day comes that
Yep.
coach moves on, he's the one that they're
Yep.
naturally going to look to.
No
If
question.
that's your leadership style, if that's the example you're setting, if that's your, I mean, again, this was a kid who, tried to build his whole brand on the, I'm the clean whatever guy. And
Yeah,
then
it's a mess.
I mean, it's falling apart. Again, if he were anybody else, he would have already been out. They would have
Yeah.
fired him and they would have replaced him. The 2311 would have not had a chance at friggin', you know, the other folks in that Toyota pipeline because
Yep.
they
Right.
would have already been in that ride.
They've been picked up.
Yeah. All right. That was
Well,
my
I
record.
agree
What you
with you
got, Chris
there.
Justice?
I agree with him 100%. That was my records too. The Ty Gibbs implosion over the radio.
2 Ty Gibbs, 1
Yeah,
Larson.
yeah,
Okay.
that was me. That was
All
me.
right. My heckers was Chris's pick of Chase Elliott, who had top 20 finishes in every single race this year, but did not at this race where he's previously won twice. Granted, in the old car, Rick, I get it, but
He's
has
not
a
that
horrible.
Gen 7 car.
Listen, listen. That's not true.
It's not?
No, it's not true.
Okay.
If you look at his statistics,
Okay.
he is on average
Mhm.
the best average of anybody finishing. His
No,
his
I'm
his
just
average
talking
finish.
about I'm just talking
Oh,
about road courses.
yeah, well,
His
but
road course dominance in the pre-Gen 7 car
Rick,
pales in
He was
comparison.
good. He
every
was good.
road course this year, he's had a top 5 in
Okay.
until this one. I mean, again, he's not. I know that he's not winning races like he was in the old car, but he also has the best average finish of any driver in this car.
He's second in
this year-
points, so he's pointing his way into this.
he's the most consistent person of anybody out there, but
That's cool.
he looked horrible this week. That was my heckers.
Mm.
Chris.
So my heckers this week is our buddy Josh Berry. This would have been the 7th of 11 races. He's been 22nd or worse.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And our man Chad has got him in a pick for the final 4, like in our other guest.
Well, I'm
like,
listen.
Come on, son.
I'm saying I would love to see him.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
You ain't
What's
putting
your
no
heckers,
money
Rick?
down. You ain't putting no money down on that. My heckers is a little bit different, little offbeat this time. Did anybody notice? And it's just interesting. It is what it is up there. Did anybody notice that, like, you blinked your eye and the cup race was over?
There wasn't a lot of cautions.
There was 3.
Yeah.
There was 2 stages and one other caution, which is escaping me right now. And again, as we discussed, SVG, and rightly so, 11-second margin of victory. But the other factor to this 2-hour and 5-minute race was that the Xfinity race was longer. That's all I got. That made me just go, what the heck?
Well,
the
Xfinity also had the red flag in there, thanks to Austin Hill. And the truck race took an hour to finish under their restarts. Just the restarts were an hour. So the cup race was by far the shortest race of the weekend.
Yeah. It's crazy. It was just interesting.
Yeah, they did run pretty clean. It was almost boring to a degree.
That's what I got.
Sunday watching it, yeah.
All right, let's get into some Call Your Shot.
Call your shot.
Congrats, Ricky. We finally got a winner on Call Your Shot. we will be Venmoing you $20 because not only did you pick the race winner outright, you also took him and Zillage, who withdrew from the race beforehand.
Yeah. I
versus
was
the
even
field.
down a bullet. I was down a bullet. And you guys still lost with the field.
And we still lost with the field.
For Christ's sake.
By 11 point, whatever it was.
Come
Seconds.
on now. Come on.
All right. Well, Ricky.
All right, chance to read. No. I'm the winner. I should not have first pick. You guys should see what you got.
You won, so you get to draft first.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hamlin, done. Next.
Yeah, I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Jesus, I didn't know you were going to do that. Fine.
That's a no-brainer. But given that you picked Hamlin, you picked Hamlin this week. I'm gonna go with the 20. Let's go with C Bell. I think he's gonna be good.
Not bad at all. Like that. Like where you're going there. Rick has.
He runs pretty good there.
Rick has the race winner. Chris has second place. What do you got, Superfan?
Oh,
Josh Berry? You want Josh? We'll give you Josh Berry just as a listen. This is fair, Chris. Get in on this. We got to make this segment.
Why are you making my picks?
What we got?
Let's give him Josh Berry and Kyle Busch as his portion of the field,
finishing 15th or better,
and then just give him another pick. So technically, you got 3 bullets to fire. What do you got, Superfan?
What's the stipulations on the Kyle Busch and
nothing? He just gets them.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
Nothing. Good. Berry, Kaibu.
All
right. You got a pick?
Kaibu Berry.
He's so excited. He doesn't even know. He's like,
he's off his game now.
Listen. I would love to see either one of those guys win.
Really?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Love it.
We know.
My pick.
Now tell us what's gonna happen.
Is also a long shot pick.
What you got?
I'm going with the number 48 car of Alex Bowman.
Ooh,
didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming.
Didn't see it coming.
Bowman is at plus 3,300 currently.
Oh, you were good with the odds things. What's Kyle Busch?
Kyle Busch is 3,000 plus 3,000.
Plus 3,000. Okay. So 100 wins 3,000. What's Barry?
Josh Berry is plus 2,500.
God, Josh Berry is better than Kyle Busch and Bowman. Okay.
Yeah,
what's Bell for Chris?
Barry, Buescher, and Chastain are all plus 2,500. Bell is plus 400. Hamlin is plus 350.
That's a good pick, Ricky. We're right there.
All right. We took those lead horses. I like it. That's a fun portion of the show. And it's even more fun when you Venmo me money. Thank you.
He's got to get some more of those Busch Light apples.
Or
I smashed like 4 of them tonight. They were good. I feel good.
He's given up on his Blue Moon.
No. My buddies from Ohio, God bless every one of them who follows our podcast. You can't find Busch apple anywhere in North Carolina. I don't know if we've had this conversation.
We have.
So they brought me down like a couple cases back around the Coke 600. So I just had to mow through them. And I'll get back to Blue Moon. Don't worry.
It's just breaking it up a little bit.
That's all.
All right.
I'm a little over inventory.
You'll have that. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, but when we have 3-hour podcasts, I have plenty of chance to catch up.
That's all good.
All right. Another good episode. We have our guest episode that is coming out. We have special guest this week, co-owner of the Wood Brothers, Jordan Wood Hicks is our guest this week. Exciting podcast talking to her. We talk all kind of things.
Legendary.
I think you will like it. Cool. We talk the past, present, and future for the Wood Brothers. So make sure you check that out.
Also, remember to hit that like button, subscribe button, and share button.
Smash it. Do we
smash it? You got to smash it like Noah said. We really appreciate our followers. Keep it going. We really enjoy this. And hit those comments. Let us know what you think so we can make it better.
Chad, do you know that I added a Haas family and they watch now? HAAS, and they are not related. I'm like, y'all better check your family tree and see if somehow there's a limb that attaches to billionaire Gene Haas, but yeah,
Cousin Gene's out
Matt
there
Haas
somewhere.
and his family. I got to take care of them a little bit at Indy, and great people. So add
Love
them
that.
to our first super fan. Is he still with us?
Jesse's still with us.
Thank
He
God.
he
Thank you,
let me tell you that
Jesse.
Jesse reactivated his Instagram because he had deactivated it, and it cost him points during our contest because he wasn't getting points sharing stuff on Instagram.
Gotcha.
And
Piece
he
of shit.
lost because he
Oh, that
wasn't getting
social media
Instagram
stuff is a
points.
mess.
And so
Oh, man.
he's now reactivated his Instagram. He said he's not losing again. He's been
Love it.
engaging with us on Instagram. So appreciate
Yeah,
that.
He was
Speaking
a lot
of
of
Haas,
fun out at Rockingham.
did you
Yeah,
see
I saw it.
you see my Haas crew shirt I got this
I
week?
saw
up
it.
there.
Homer. I love it. Thank you.
It matches my my bumper down here. So
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
that.
right. Yeah.
So
Good stuff.
all right. Thanks for hanging out with us, y'all. Please be sure to go check out our friends at Cord Buddy and tell them thanks for sponsoring the show. Keep it up. We got some cool stuff coming up with that. And we will catch you guys next time. Chris, are you going to the track this weekend?
No, sir.
You're off this weekend, Ricky.
Yeah, he's of course. Yeah. I mean, come on. Let's just move on. Chris is on like some sort of 4-week vacation. What else do we
I'll
got?
be in Darlington. I'll be in
All
Darlington.
right, perfect. I'll see you.
Ricky,
there.
are you at the track?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
So I went wide open, hoping for a little taste.